Hey YouTubers, this is the American Samurai coming to you once again almost live from Small Town, USA with the first video that's going to be into the Step into the Multiverse series of videos. If you can't tell by my look where we're going, then you missed a decade, brother. Because we're going back to the 90s. And we're going to talk about our review today is going to be about HardCase Issue 2. Now this is the second in the Multiverse series of books dedicated to this character, HardCase. And this also introduces us to the newest character in the story, Choice. As the comic opens, we see Choice is running from something, and we see that she activates her powers. Then the next is a big splash panel. The writer is James Harnell. Hundell? Did I pronounce that? Carneal Implant Studio artists Tim Elred letterer, Moose Berman color and designer, Chris Elm and Hank Klontz editors. Here it also details why she's there. It says the closer let me read you this part here. The closer she gets to the man she's looking for, the more desperate the enemy attacks are getting. It's down to the wire, and she's not going to hold back again. Okay, basically what Choice's powers are, she's equivalent to the DC Universe character, I believe it's Ultra Boy, Ultra Lad, something like that, where he can only use his powers, but he can only use them one. Well, the difference is she can use multiple powers at the same time, but her powers only last for about an hour after she calls them out. We see here her battle that she's having. And then we switch from Choice back to our main protagonist of HardCase, aka Tom Hawk. He is at the funeral for Jamal Brown, who, if you remember, died in the last issue. If you haven't seen my review on the first issue, go ahead and check it out. Should be in the Ultraverse listing, or Multiverse listing. This is also where we're introduced to Jamal's brother, and we see HardCase really is upset about the death of the police officer, and blames himself a lot, even though his brother is telling him, you know, it's dangerous out there, this stuff happens, we knew what we were signing up for when we signed up for this. And then we go back to the Choice Corporation, where we see what sinister plans they're going on. And it can't be just me. This dude's wearing lipstick, isn't he? I mean, I just don't notice that, but maybe it's just the coloring. But it looks like he's wearing lipstick. And it talks about how the Choice campaign and the plans they've been through. Then we go back once again to Tom Hawk, aka HardCase. We see that there's a commercial for Diet Zing Cola made by the Choice Corporation on his commercial, so we get to see her there. And we see Tom is on the phone to his agent. Once again, he's still feeling upset about the death of that officer. He feels like it's the squad all over again. So he's talking and telling him, you know, don't worry about it. But he says that ever since what happened, because he went and go fight Head Knocker in the first issue, that Stu's been wanting him all over the place. He's hotter than that Choice woman. Tom says, Choice? Yeah, she's hot all right. I wonder where they found her. And it goes back to the agent for 3 panels, where he talks about her not being part of the agency, but if Tom ever finds, give her a number. And then Tom says, Soul, I gotta go, because you see she's right outside his window. Then we have here the Ultra Files. And then we go into the comic and we get to see Tom Hawk's first meeting with Choice. where he basically explains that about how he's no stranger to a woman showing up on his doorstep, but he feels this woman wants something more than, in his words, to get horizontal. I'm not going to even go there. But we find out Choice's story, that she actually doesn't remember any of her past, and that she can't change out of her costume for more than a couple hours before her clothes change back to that costume for some reason. So she asks for HardCase help, but at the same time, they're being targeted, and now they're attacked. HardCase sees what's coming, basically shields her with his body, kaboom! Big color there, and lands outside of where his house was destroyed. Once again, we see those bad guys that were chasing her earlier. But, HardCase ticked off, so he's fighting back. The bad guys try to blast them, but, Choice is in there blasting with her force rays that she has. Kind of makes me think of Cyclops a little, But the bad guys, managed to knock her down pretty far. He says the explosive heavy ordnance, but he's like, so you want to play rough, huh? Well, okay, I'll play rough too. Yeah. And so then we have like this fight between the two. And then while Tom's fighting, one of the remaining guys manages to actually... Before that... Okay, I skipped some pages, I'm sorry about that. But while they're fighting, the bad guys actually manage to catch Choice. She goes after, so Tom goes after them and explains that he can't fly. He just jumps like, he's got super strength like the Hulk. So so he tries to sneak up behind them, and then he catches them, and boom! And thinking that he's in danger, Choice swoops in to save him. The bad guy lands on the pavement, and well, as is par for the course for these 90s comics, he doesn't make it. And you see him saying, I would have prepared that. I would have prevented that if you hadn't grabbed me. So they go home to question the guy that's left. Find out, basically, he claims that they're from a part of a group, and they're trying to take her back because she's mental. Yeah, needless to say, HardCase doesn't really believe that. So the ending page, we end with thing for hard decisions, which is the next issue, and it says, "What's that?" Or he goes, "There's only one thing left to do." What's that? One way or the other, we're going to their headquarters and find out the truth. That's the Choice Corporation. So what do I think of this comic? Overall, I really enjoyed it. I've read this comic multiple times, and that's rare for me. I don't normally do that. The writing's really good. I think the art's great. Just the whole flow of the story from beginning to end worked really well. I like the introduction of Choice. I think she's a wonderful character. I think they did a good job creating her. So, yeah, overall, I give this comic on a scale from 1 to 10, probably a 10, because this is one of the few comics I've read multiple times, and I seem to enjoy it more for each read. So, yeah. If you get the chance, if you can find it, I highly recommend picking up HardCase, issue 2. Until next time, this is the American Samurai saying, if you're looking for more Ultraverse coverage in the near future, check out the Ultraverse Network podcast and the Ultraverse Network site, dudes. Multiple shows on one stream. You can't get more Ultraverse than that. Until next time, this is the American Samurai saying, word up, I'm out.